It's not every day the ATF actually backs off. But after the political shift in 2025, something wild happened. Firearms that were once buried in red tape, suppressed rifles, braced pistols, even legal loophole guns started showing up on shelves again. No more games, no more guesswork, just clean approvals and gear we've been waiting years to run. If you want to stay ahead of what's legal and what's not, hit that subscribe button right now because things are moving fast. Today, we're breaking down 10 firearms that are officially back in action, thanks to a pro-Second Amendment administration that finally hit the brakes on overreach. And trust me, number 3 is going to blow your mind. Number 10. B&T GHM9 Compact Gen 2. Now, this one's been flying under the radar, but if you know, you know. The GHM9 Compact from B&T is a Swiss-built 9mm that just oozes precision. It's soft shooting, blowback operated and built like a tank. But it wasn't always this easy to own. See, for a while, the telescoping brace setup had this thing sitting in a legal gray zone. Nobody wanted to poke the bear with the ATF breathing down their neck. But that all changed after 2025. With the brace rules rolled back, the GHM9 Compact Gen 2 is officially just a pistol again. No tax stamp, no NFA nonsense. That means you get a slick, compact 9mm platform that runs Glock magazines, tucks into a backpack, and eats recoil like a full-size subgun. It's got top-tier fit and finish, a full-length top rail, and controls that feel like a high-end carbine. And at just under 5 pounds, it handles like a dream for fast transitions or tight corners. This thing was built for control. If you've been eyeing a pistol-caliber carbine that's actually built right, the GHM9 Gen 2 just moved from wish list to buy list. Pros: uses common Glock magazines easily. Very light at under 5 lbs. Fits in backpack for easy carry. Swiss quality means excellent build. Smooth shooting with low recoil. Cons: expensive for a 9mm pistol. Hard to find replacement parts. Heavier than standard pistols. Still a learning curve for new shooters. Magazine costs add up quickly. Price around $2,000. Number 9. SIG MCX Rattler PCB. This one's for folks who want rifle caliber power and something that folds up smaller than your truck's glove box. The SIG Rattler PCB is one of the most compact, purpose-built braced pistols ever put into production. It runs either 300 blackout or 5.56, and it folds down to under 18 in. That's short enough to toss in a sling bag, stash under a seat, or strap to a plate carrier without dragging you down. Now, for a while, this thing lived in legal limbo. The brace it came with, SIG's pivoting contour brace, had the ATF scratching their heads. Was it a pistol? A short-barreled rifle? Most folks just kept it in the safe and waited. But post-2025, the new administration hit reverse on the brace rule, and the Rattler came roaring back. No more gray area, no more tax stamp drama, just one of the slickest urban defense platforms on the market. Back where it belongs, in your hands. It's not cheap. We're talking close to $2,500, but what you're paying for is rugged reliability. A true monolithic upper and gas tuning that handles everything from suppressed subsonics to spicy supersonic loads without missing a beat. Pros: folds super small for storage, handles 2 caliber types easily, very reliable in tough conditions, perfect for a vehicle or bag. Adjustable brace helps accuracy greatly. Cons: very expensive at $2,500 loud without suppressor attached clearly. Short barrel reduces bullet velocity. Gas blowback can be harsh, heavy for a compact pistol. Price close to $2,500. Number 8. FN509 Tactical with SilencerCo Osprey. The FN509 Tactical isn't just another striker-fired pistol. This is what happens when a combat-proven firearms manufacturer builds a handgun specifically for suppressor use from day one. FN took everything they learned from military contracts and packed it into a civilian platform that was meant to run quiet. The 509 Tactical comes with a threaded barrel, suppressor height night sights, and a 24-round extended magazine. But here's where it gets interesting. For years, pairing this with a quality suppressor like the SilencerCo Osprey meant dealing with the NFA waiting game. You'd buy the gun, then wait months, sometimes over a year, just to legally attach the can you already paid for. Most people gave up and ran it out loud. But post-2025, suppressor processing times dropped from nightmare territory to weeks, not months. The ATF approvals are flying through now, and suddenly the 509 Tactical is back to being what it was designed for. A suppressed duty pistol that doesn't compromise. It's optics ready. The trigger breaks clean at around 5 lb, and it runs subsonic 147 grain loads without hiccups. At around $850 for the pistol and another $500 to $600 for the Osprey, you're looking at a complete package that's finally legal to use the way it was meant to be used. Pros: fast suppressor approval times now. High-capacity 24-round magazines included, built specifically for suppressor use. Optics-ready slide from factory, reliable with all ammunition types. Cons: still requires an NFA tax stamp. Bulky with suppressor attached fully. Expensive when adding quality suppressor. Heavy compared to standard pistols. Limited holster options with threaded barrel. Price around $850 plus suppressor costs. Number 7. Silence number 7. SilencerCo Maxim 9. SIG Maxim 9. Most pistols weren't meant to be suppressed. They just tolerate it. You slap a can on the end, tweak the recoil spring, hope it cycles right, and live with the extra length. But the Maxim 9 from SilencerCo is a whole different story. This thing was built from the ground up to be suppressed. No threading, no guessing, no waiting for the ATF to change its mind. Everything on the Maxim 9 is integrated. The suppressor is part of the slide and frame, not bolted on as an afterthought. And it's modular, so you can run it short and tight or long and quiet depending on your load. For a while though, this gun was basically dead in the water. Yeah, it's cool, but nobody wanted to wait 6 months or a year for a stamp. That $200 tax plus the background checks killed the market. But now that's changed. Under the new administration, suppressor approvals are moving fast. You still need a stamp, but it's not a year-long nightmare anymore. The Maxim 9 is back in play. It's not cheap, around $1,400, but you're getting a purpose-built hearing-safe home defense platform that doesn't need a bunch of extra gear to run right. Pros: built-in suppressor works perfectly, always. Hearing-safe for home defense. Modular design for different uses. No extra attachments needed here. Very quiet with subsonic ammo. Cons: still requires NFA tax stamp. Bulky compared to normal pistols. Holster options are very limited here. Heavy for concealed carry use. Expensive at $2,400, price around $1,400 total. Number 6. DDM4 ISR suppressed after the fact. This one was born that way. The DDM4 ISR from Daniel Defense isn't just an AR with a can on it. It's a purpose-built, integrally suppressed rifle designed around subsonic performance from the first blueprint. You're looking at a pinned 9-in barrel with a welded suppressor that brings the total to 16 in. Legal rifle length? No SBR stamp needed. That means you only register the can, not the gun itself. One stamp done. It runs on 300 blackout. And whether you're feeding at 110 grain supersonics or 220 grain subsonics, it cycles smooth, stays accurate, and tames recoil like it was built for quiet because it was. This isn't your range flex build with a can tacked on. The gas system is tuned to handle the weird stuff, and the cold hammer-forged barrel gives it duty-level durability. For a while, rifles like this were almost unusable. Between long wait times, the risk of ATF reclassification, and 2-stamp headaches, most people skipped over integrally suppressed builds. But with the post-2025 rollback and suppressor policy, platforms like the DDM4 ISR finally get to shine. Pros: only one tax stamp needed. Balanced weight with built-in suppressor. Very reliable with all ammo. Daniel Defense quality and durability. Perfect barrel length avoids SBR. Cons: cannot remove suppressor ever permanently. Heavy at over 7 lb. Expensive compared to standard ARs. Limited to 300 blackout only. Still requires NFA paperwork. Wait. Price around $2,200. Number 5. Maxim Defense PDX-SD. Some guns are compact. This one's downright surgical. The Maxim Defense PDX-SD is what happens when you tell a design team, "I need suppressed firepower that clears doorways and doesn't choke on gas pressure." They built this thing from the ground up, not to be flashy, but to function where other stubby rifles fail. It's got a 5.5 in barrel running either 5.56 or 300 blackout, tucked inside a full integral suppressor nicknamed the soup can. But here's the thing. That oversized can isn't just for looks. It reduces back pressure, controls gas blowback, and keeps the overall length under 24 in. That's a suppressed rifle you can run indoors, clear rooms with, and still stay under the length of most unsuppressed carbines. Total weight around 7.5 lb, and it balances well, which matters when you're moving through tight spaces or slicing corners inside buildings. Before 2025, getting your hands on one of these was a bureaucratic maze. Suppressed systems like the PDX-SD are back in circulation, and approvals are moving faster than ever. At just under $3,700, it's not cheap, but you're getting a duty-ready suppressed rifle that doesn't need aftermarket fixes or reliability tuning. Pros: extremely short overall length achieved, low back pressure system works, clears rooms easily and safely, runs suppressed without reliability issues, built tough for serious use. Cons: very expensive at $3,700, heavy for compact size class. Integral suppressor never comes off. Limited number 4. Q Sugar Weasel aftermarket support available currently, requires NFA tax stamp. Still priced just under $3,700. Number 4. Q Sugar Weasel. It might sound like something you'd name your pet ferret, but don't let the name fool you. The Sugar Weasel is a serious tool built by Q, the same guys behind the Honey Badger. This thing is pure stripped down, hard-running 300 blackout with just enough attitude to make the ATF nervous. It shares the same DNA as the Honey Badger, but ditches the billet receiver for forged aluminum and tones down the finish. You still get that 7-in barrel, adjustable gas block, and Q's signature cherry bomb muzzle device. It runs subsonically suppressed like a dream, but it'll bark hard with supersonics if you want it to. For a while, the Sugar Weasel, like its older sibling, got caught up in the brace debacle. The ATF started treating braced pistols like SBS. And just like that, this handy little shooter turned into a legal nightmare. Most folks backed off. Now, with the 2025 rollback in full effect, it's back to being what it always was. A pistol, no stamps, no NFA, no stress. Weighing in under 5 lb and shorter than most people's backpacks, the Sugar Weasel is a go anywhere, clear the room type of gun. It's not cheap, around $1,700, but you're getting a platform that was designed from the ground up to be suppressed, maneuverable, and built to run. Pros: very lightweight, under 5 lb, excellent with a suppressor attached always, compact enough for bags easily. Adjustable gas block work great. Quality build from Q Company. Cons: expensive for what it offers. Short barrel limits, effective range, loud without a suppressor on it. Proprietary muzzle device only works. Limited dealer network for support. Price around $1,700 total. Number 3. CZ Scorpion EVO 3. S1. And yeah, this is the one you won't believe. The CZ Scorpion has been around in one form or another since the Cold War, but this version brings it into modern fighting. Shape. This isn't some old relic gathering dust. We're talking flared magwell, ambidextrous controls, improved grip angle, and a cold hammer-forged 7.7 in barrel. It's short, lightweight, and ready for work. It runs straight blowback, which makes it an awesome suppressor host, and it eats whatever ammo you throw at it without drama. Now, here's the deal. This thing was nearly killed off by the brace crackdown. The ATF was floating the idea of reclassifying braced pistols like this one as short-barreled shotguns. That legal mess had CZ fans nervous, and for good reason. The Scorpion was facing a death sentence over a piece of plastic on the back. Dealers stopped stocking them. But once the brace rule got torched in 2025, the Scorpion snapped back into action. It's a pistol again. No stamp, no confusion, no waiting. At around $1 to $100, it undercuts a lot of the boutique options out there, and it's a ton of fun to shoot. That's why this one shocked everyone when it came back stronger than ever. Pros: very affordable at $1 to $100, reliable with any 9mm ammo. Great suppressor host platform. Always lots of aftermarket parts available, easy to control and shoot. Cons: heavy trigger pull from factory. Magazines are expensive to buy. Safety lever placement feels awkward. Plastic parts feel cheap sometimes. Iron sights are not very good. Price around $1 to $100 only. Number 2. IWI Tavor X95. Some guns are compact. This one's downright efficient. The IWI Tavor X95 is what happens when you take a full-length rifle and compress it into a package that feels like it shouldn't be possible. This is a true bullpup design, meaning the action sits behind the trigger. And that puts a 16.5 in barrel into an overall length of just 26 in. That's shorter than most AR pistols, but with none of the legal headaches. It runs 5.56 NATO, feeds from standard AR magazines, and it's built in Israel for combat, not for the range. For a while, the X95 was sitting in a weird spot. Import restrictions, ATF scrutiny on certain configurations, and confusion about barrel swaps kept this gun off most. Some versions were nearly impossible to bring into the country, but after 2025, import rules relaxed, and suddenly, the X95 is everywhere again. No more waiting, no more confusion, just a battle-proven rifle that gives you full-length performance in a tiny package. The gas system is self-regulating, so it runs suppressed. The trigger got better with this generation. Pros: full rifle performance, stay compact, uses standard AR magazines easily, very reliable in harsh conditions, easy to shoot from vehicles, self-regulating gas system works. Cons: expensive compared to standard ARs. Bullpup trigger feels different always. Hard to clear malfunctions quickly. Left-handed shooters need a conversion kit. Heavy at over 70 lb. Price around $1,800 total. Number 1. Ruger PC Charger always need a boutique rifle or a fancy suppressor to get the job done. Sometimes a simple 9mm platform with good bones. Great. Control and modern updates is all it takes. The Ruger PC Charger checks every one of those boxes, and it just made its return to the spotlight. This thing's been a fan favorite since it dropped, but the brace crackdown nearly killed it. Ruger had to pull it from shelves, redesign packaging, and basically sit on inventory while the ATF figured out what they wanted to. Now it's back, and it's better than ever. The PC Charger takes Ruger or Glock magazines, has a flared mag well for fast reloads, and comes with a full-length Picatinny rail on top. The receiver is glass-filled polymer, which keeps it light, and the 6.5 in barrel is cold hammer, forged for durability. It's a takedown design too, so you can break it into 2 pieces and stash it in a bag without any tools. The blowback action makes it soft shooting, and it's an excellent suppressor host. For a while, this gun was basically dead, but post-2025, the PC Charger is a pistol again. Plain and simple. No stamp, no stress, no confusion. At just $700, it's one of the most affordable options on this entire list, and it's reliable as hell. That's why it lands the number 1 spot. Pros: very affordable at $700, takes Glock magazines you own, lightweight and easy to carry, takedown design for easy storage, reliable with all 9mm ammo. Cons: plastic receiver feels cheap sometimes. Iron sights not included here. Short barrel reduces accuracy range. Blowback action gets dirty fast. Trigger could be much better. Price around $700 only. So there you have it. 10 firearms that used to be tied down by red tape, legal gray zones, and endless wait times. And now they're back. Braced pistols you can run without fear. Suppressed platforms that don't take a year to process. And rifles that beat the system in court and came out swinging. The laws didn't make these guns better, but freedom sure did. If there's one thing this list proves, it's that when the pressure eases off, so whether you're into PDWs, suppressed builds, or just want something that finally makes sense to own again, now's your window. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment, letting me know which one you're grabbing first. Stay sharp.